Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's me, Adam, and you are watching Steady Invest. This video I've been looking forward to making for a while now. It is about the two different brokerages here in Canada, the discount brokerages. So we have Wealthsimple Trade and we have Questrade. When I started investing back when the market was crashing, my money was at the time in Wealthsimple Invest. I transferred it over to Wealthsimple Trade, and I was there for a while, and then I realized that it didn't fit my needs, or it didn't fit my goals rather. And I transferred over from Wealthsimple to Questrade, and that's who I'm with now. Don't get me wrong though, Wealthsimple is an amazing brokerage. Let me show you what I mean. Alright, and this is Wealthsimple. Where this parachute is, usually there's a graph that shows your performance of the past day, past week, past month, 3 months, 1 year, 5 years, and all time. And usually it'll show your portfolio here, but I don't have any funds, I don't own any stocks with Wealthsimple, but it would show your portfolio and what you own and its daily performance, just like the watch list over here. These are some stocks that I have on my watch list and some ETFs as well. And to the top right, you click search. And we're seeing how Tesla's doing today, the past week, past month, 3 months, 1 year, and 5 years. And underneath you can see stats, so what it opened at today, its high today, its low today, its volume, its PE ratio, market cap, 52-week high, 52-week low, average volume, yield, which exchange it trades on, and data is delayed by 15 minutes. You scroll down, you can see info on the company, and you can click buy on the bottom. On the top, you can click market buy, and you can do a limit buy or a stop limit buy, whatever you want to do. Again, I don't have any funds, so it's not going to work for me. And let's go back. And what you can do is you can click search, and you click on top lists, and it shows you the top 100 on trade, most actively traded today, top gainers and top losers, and you can also go by category if you want to do that as well. Super simple to use. I loved using Wealthsimple. When I was using it, it just didn't fit what I was using it for. But it's an excellent app. It's perfect for beginners. It's super user friendly. When it comes to buying and holding Canadian stocks, Wealthsimple Trade is perfect for it. It is commission free for Canadian stocks only. This is huge for 2020 because 20 years ago this didn't exist. You used to have to call your brokerage up and they would charge you like $10, $20. It was much more expensive back in the day. So like for 2020 we're spoiled. So commission free is really, really, really good. Every time I've called them, their customer service has been absolutely excellent. And again, as you guys saw, the app is super simple to use. It's perfect for beginners if you want to buy and hold. And the reason I'm saying buy and hold is because one of the cons is it is a 15-minute price delay, right? So if you're day trading or whatever, and it's a different price than it was 15 minutes ago, like that makes a huge difference, right? But if you're looking at it from a long-term perspective, it doesn't really matter the little cents, the few dollars 15 minutes will make if you're looking at it from a long-term perspective. Another con as well, that's only a phone app. No website, so you can't use it on your desktop or on your laptop. You can only use it on your phone. That's why I was recording it on my phone, because you can only use it there. I don't know if they have plans on expanding it. I would assume they do, but I don't know for sure. And then as I was saying, remember, and as you see guys, remember the red here, it is absolutely terrible for US stocks, and it's the reason why I left. I mostly invest in the US, so what I was doing is, and let me write this down here. So the way Wealthsimple makes their money is they charge 1.5% conversion fee each way from Canadian dollars to US dollars. And this is how they're able to provide commission free for Canadian stocks, because people that are buying US stocks are paying a lot of money. And 1.5% isn't necessarily bad. What sucks is they force you to convert your US dollar stocks when you sell them back into Canadian when it goes back into your account. So you can't hold US dollars in your account. You can only hold Canadian, and then when you buy a US stock, it converts it for you, and then when you sell it, it goes right back to Canadian, forcing this 1.5% fee. And this is what happened to me was I was buying all these stocks in US, and then I was looking at my numbers and they weren't adding up, and I realized it was because of all the fees I was paying. What I did was I transferred over my US stocks to Questrade, and so when I eventually do sell them, I don't have to convert back to Canadian. I can hold them in US dollars afterward. And for some reason, they don't have Disney stock, and what I mean by this is Wealthsimple Trade doesn't have every single stock there. There are some. They have most of the ones that you will be interested in, and the ones that you know, but sometimes they just don't hold every single stock. I think it's because they're newer. I don't know if they're going to get them eventually. And unfortunately, Disney is one of the bigger name ones. And it did suck because when I did eventually transfer to Questrade, I was able to buy stocks that I wasn't able to on Wealthsimple, and I probably would have made a lot of money had I bought them when I wanted to. So that's something to keep in mind. Yes, it's simple, yes, whatever, but if you do want to get into more complex, that's when you get into Questrade. Questrade is more advanced than Wealthsimple in the sense that you get market data packages, you get charts, you get candlesticks, you get level 2s, you get all this information that you don't get with Wealthsimple Trade. Wealthsimple Trade is very, very basic. But again, that's what some people need, right? And you get most of the Canadian stocks that you want. The way their commission works is there's a $4.95 base fee, and then it's 1 cent per share. So you pay the $4.95 fee, and then if you were to buy, for instance, 100 shares, it would be 1 cent a share, so it would be $1, and then your total cost would be $5.95. And if you're buying U.S. stocks, it would be $5.95 U.S., and if you're buying Canadian stocks, it would be $5.95 in Canadian dollars. And that's with both buying and selling stocks. With ETFs, you buy them for free, but it costs 1 cent a share when you sell them, with a minimum of $4.95 per trade to a maximum of $9.95. And unlike Wealthsimple, you can hold US dollars in your TFSA, your RSP, and an unregistered account as well. You get access to the over-the-counter market. So there are some stocks that aren't listed on the NASDAQ or the New York Stock Exchange or the Toronto Stock Exchange. There are other markets out there as well. Questrade gives you access to those as well. Their customer service is A++. They're absolutely amazing. Like A++, because there's that much better than Wealthsimple. Wealthsimple Trade's also good. Questrade is phenomenal with their customer service as well. When you call them, they have the callback feature, which is saving you so many hours of hold time, where you call them and then they'll say, we'll call you back when you're first in line, and then I'll forget about it, and 3 hours later or 2 hours later they'll call me back. So that saved me a lot of time personally. Unlike Wealthsimple, they have real-time prices, so if you're going to be more trading, then Questrade is definitely much better than Wealthsimple Trade. And they have IQ Edge, and you can see that I have mine open over here, and it's the desktop platform. And this is the only thing I use with Questrade. I don't use the website, very rarely. I don't use the mobile app at all. I'm just only using this platform, and you can see here there's charts. You can go and see other stocks as well, and then you can enter orders. You can see the level 1s, level 2s. You can check news. You can see when earnings are. There's just so much to do. You can add different markers to your charts. There's just so much more. Questrade's cons: their phone app is only okay. It's not as good as Wealthsimple's at all, but it does the job. It's very straightforward. I don't enjoy using it. I don't really use it. And their Canadian stocks cost money, unlike Wealthsimple where it doesn't, right? So, and the reason why I trade Canadian stocks with Questrade is because I got their market data package. And so how that works is I pay, I believe, $90 upfront every month, and I get some kind of market data package, which helps a little bit, but not really. But the main part of it is that it gives me 1 cent a share trading, up to a max of $6.95. And I like to trade pretty often. So let's say every trade that you're making with the flat fee on average is like $6-7. And if you're buying US stocks, remember you have to convert 5 US to Canadian, so it ends up being like 7-8 Canadian dollars, right? So let's say the average one is $7, and I'm paying $90 a month for it. So if I'm making more than 12 or 13 trades, then this is worth it for me. And me personally, I make a lot more than 12, 13 trades a month, but that's me. Some people will only make 1 or 2 or 5 or whatever trades a month. It just depends on what you want to do. Some people will want to do just US stocks like me. Some people will want to buy and hold Canadian ETFs, so they stay with Wealthsimple Trade. It all just depends on what you think you want to do. It all depends on how you want to invest or trade and whatever plan you want to stick to. One thing I forgot to mention, guys, which is a pro, is that both Wealthsimple Trade and Questrade both cover transfer fees. So if you're transferring your TFSA from your bank, mutual funds, or from Wealthsimple Trade to Questrade or Questrade to Wealthsimple Trade, whoever you're transferring to will cover transfer fees up to, I think, $150. And both brokerages also have referral programs. So with Wealthsimple Trade, if you refer someone and they trade $100, you guys both get, I believe it's $10. And with Questrade, there's a bunch of different ones as well. If you refer someone, then and if they fund a certain amount of money, then the more money that they fund, the more money they get. And there's a bunch of promotion codes as well. If you just Google it, it'll come up, one of the first links. And I saved you guys all the trouble by putting my referral links down there. Because did you know with Wealthsimple, if you trade more than $100, then, okay, you guys know the story. Thank you so much for everyone that watched. I hope you guys decide, or I hope this video at least pushes people to look into the world of finances and the world of stock investing, and that it's not some crazy different universe that, you know, you could never do it. It's very possible if you put some time and some effort into what you want to do and where you want to see yourself in a few years, right? So, I mean, that's where I started with, and then it kind of just snowballed, and I'm just so passionate about it right now. So, anyway, guys, thank you very much again. Subscribe, like, a comment below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.